This is a folding chair. In case you didn't understand that this folds. You're from another fucking planet or something. This is neat and all, but I need to make it. Long story short, there's a guy at work that hates chairs and hides them. But if it's not the company's chair, he doesn't hide it. So I have to make this not look like a company chair. And so I'm gonna poke holes in it and dimple dye it. So I'm gonna make it look like this is gonna be like a dice. There's gonna be like, I don't know if you can see me drawing with my fingeriness. Anyway, there's gonna be like a 5 spots, and I'm gonna dimple dye it. How, you might ask? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try it. I think I might be able to 3D print a die, drill the hole out, and then use the die and smash it. So, depending on how that goes, I want to put 3 across the back. I don't know. It's a $13 chair. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. I don't know if this is necessarily the best way to go about it. But I'm just gonna put some blue tape across here. And very scientifically, not scientifically, for this first little bit, mark out where I kind of want the holes. So the center hole is really easy, but these ones are odd, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to mark them out. I don't want it to be central around this anyway. That would be kind of neat. So let's do that. Just kind of eyeball it. I got this handy dandy 2-inch hole saw. That's essentially the size, it's 2-inch. So, I mean, if I can get it close, it should be fun, I think. So that's kind of what I, envision going on here. I don't know if this is going to be too many holes. It might be the right amount of holes. I don't know. And looking at this, I kind of wonder if we couldn't sneak in, maybe one there. I only have the 2-inch hole saw, so I kind of got to work with what I got. And then I probably won't use the clamp. Just kind of realized it's kind of dumb. I'll probably use this guy. I have this for some reason. We'll just use this to press the 2 pieces of the die together. So the die will sit in between these, and we'll just tighten it in. I don't know. Maybe I think maybe I'll put one here. I think we'll split the difference between these two, and I'll put one there. I think that'll be nice. Maybe someday you too can make your own Confederate flag chair. Promise that's not what I'm going for here. I don't. 5 3/8. Partly doing this as an experiment, just to see if a guy can make. Because I'll throw up on the screen right now. But dimple die kits are expensive, even like the cheap ones. So. And you can go to Harbor Freight or not Harbor Freight. I think Beaver sells them. Maybe Harbor Freight sells them. But it's a through-hole porta-power. It's like a donut. And then they sell the dies. They're knockout dies. Then you can knock the hole out. It's got a set of dies and with a jaw, and it punches through. There's a female and a male die. It punches through, pushes the metal through into the female. You pull that out, and then they sell kits on eBay. You can get them. Dimple die kits that you can then put the dimple die in there with the same porta-power tool and pull the dimple die through, and then you'll have a dimple dyed hole. They also sell kits with bolts in them. So hopefully, this is grade 8. That should be, I don't know, hopefully that's enough. Alright, so I'm just going to give all these a little whack. I apologize, it's probably going to be super duper loud. Well, now I'm just going to drill these. This is the same size as the pilot in the hole saw, but I just want to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere when I go to drill these. So that drill was the same size as this one. That's literally just in that way. Because once you put this on, yeah, it protrudes through, but you can't really see that, and you can't see if it's walked off or not. So it makes life a little easier if you just pre-drill that pilot really quick. Oh no! I broke my drill bit. Damn it. That sucks. A man can't even buy crappy tools and expect them to last 20 minutes. I probably should have removed that tape first. Oh, that's gonna suck now. Oh well. So, printed these guys. And I probably should have shown the printing process, but basically you can see it's just a male and a female die. And this right here, this is the shape that we want. So that's what we're going to do. But these don't quite fit together. As it prints, there's a seam goes across there. So that seam is interfering. So I'm going to go and just kind of kiss that and clean these up just so they fit together nice. They would fit, but I wouldn't be able to get them back apart. And it might not matter after the first round of use. So you'll notice I'm taking very, very, very light cuts. That's because this plastic really badly wants to rip itself out of the chuck because it's so slippery. I got a hold of it pretty good, so it shouldn't fly out of there, but it wants to. I should, while I've got this set up, do the bore. I'm going to use this one is a threading insert, but it should cut the plastic a little better. It's okay, we'll just stick a couple of bearings in there and hope for the best, I guess. I think that's maybe close enough just to work. Again, I just need to skim it. It's close. That looks terrible. I'm going to increase the speed here. I'm probably going to have to pretty much just cut the audio from the next little bit here, but hopefully a higher speed will result in a better finish. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, it's cleaner. We'll go with that. Because really that's why we're doing this. Literally just so that this fits in there nice. And it does. Cool. Should have checked this one before. No, it fits. We're good. That's good. Cool. And then this should fit into here now. And it does. Like a glove. So you see that fits down on there nice. That's all I was trying to do. So yeah, this is a usable tool now. The only next thing is I went to Lowe's and they did not have 7/8 hardware. They had 3/4 inch hardware. So I'm just gonna pop this hole out so that way it fits, and then we'll move on. Hopefully I don't hit my jaws. That would become a problem. Wait a moment. Yeah, now that I know where the 0 is, now I can just punch these all out nice. I did 6, and that's mostly just so then that way when they go together in the stack, the forces rotating should, they should be taken up by these, because that plastic is just going to mar if it rotates, so I'm trying to avoid that. Cool. I should deburr these, but I don't know if I'm gonna. Oh, I have a swizzle stick. Here, we'll use that. Now, technically, I could turn the lathe on and just hold the tool like this, but this chuck is so small and these will catch my thumb, A. B, I'd have to change the gear, and C, it's just not worth it. These are a pretty satisfying little tool. You can get them for like, I don't know, under 20 bucks for sure. If you spend a little bit more on the Amazon ones, sometimes they come with a pile of new bits, which is kind of nice. But the bits aren't that expensive either. Honestly, if I wasn't going to be handling these a bunch in the process of this project here, I wouldn't even be deburring them. I'd just slap them together and just use it, because it's a washer. It doesn't matter. I do apologize for the noise in the background. The washer is going, so. But I kind of can't do anything about that. I need clothes, because for some reason when I walk into the supermarket naked, I get kicked out and told to never come back. I don't know why. I think it's just because they're jealous, but I don't know. What do I know? So now that that's done and the other pieces are together, I'm going to kind of show you the assembly. And I might have to change, the number of washers depending on the material, how that behaves. But this is the idea. So this is going to get, the steel's going to go in here and then get squished via this nut. Yeah, we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. So I'm going to move over to a spot where I can do it on the chair, find some wrenches, and we'll see if it works. Alright, so just in case my wonderful illustration skills aren't enough, so this side is going to be the top side, and being this chamfer is pointed down, and we want these chamfers pointed down, that's the direction we're going to put it. And then the female side will go up underneath with its accompanying washers and the nut. Alright, actually, it made a pretty alright nipple. It's not quite centered. I don't know. It's hard to tell. As you can see, it is wearing a little, but I don't think it's, hold on. My washer's kind of a pile of shit. I don't know if it's missing a leg or not, but it'll dance halfway across the floor. It's pretty cool. Anyway, these, as you can see, they are, deteriorating a little bit.
You can see it's embedding a bunch of the, the burrs in the metal from that. I don't know. I think it's going to work just fine for this number of holes and this thickness of sheet metal, but there's something to be said here. I wonder how thick it'll go before this just straight up isn't going to do it. I wonder if you could even get. I don't think you could do 14 gauge. I think that'd be asking too much. But like this is like 20 gauge maybe, or 20 maybe 20 to 16. I don't know what it is. I mean, you can go to Walmart and look at one of these chairs yourselves. They're like $13. I mean, but they're, I don't know, for $13. And if I can do this, I mean, now I've got a kind of a neat chair for $13. And I've proven that this works. So later, if I go to do any sort of sheet metal work with dimple dies in it, I might actually think about doing it this way. This is turning out really good. So you can see it made a fairly decent fillet there. That's pretty nice. And this got much more rigid. There's a lot less spring in it now, which is interesting. But as you can see, there's still, let me flip this over. There's still some pretty nasty burrs in here. So I'm gonna have to, buff these a little bit. But other than that, turned out pretty good. It's actually a lot easier to see them from this side. You can use the light to see it. But yeah, they're just a little 1/4 inch dimple. They're fairly even, so some of them got a little wonky, like this one. You can tell it's a little off. But most of them came out pretty good. It's kind of difficult. You just gotta get it centered up. And again, I need to change the diameter on that tool to fit the hole a little better. Then that wouldn't have been a problem. But otherwise, I think they turned out good. So just printed this. It's not very thick. I think I told it like 40 thousandths. Just gonna put that there. I did put this the dot on the eye a little high. I didn't even check to see if that's centered. It probably should. Yeah, I kind of goofed that eye up a little bit, but it's important that it stays like down. So hopefully it does. It's bouncing up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It might be. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure I'll find out the hard way. Now to an ordinary person, this might seem like a lot of tape. But I'm bad at painting, so it's really not. Probably shouldn't peel this off right away, but I'm kind of anxious to know if it's going to be good or bad. I got a little overspray over here. But luckily Scotch Brite takes it right off.